If you guys are ready for some extreme cleaning motivation, you come to the right spot. We have a lot to do. We are going to be getting every nook and cranny, and I hope you guys are ready to get some stuff done. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's get started. Hello, hello. Today is the day we are going to be cleaning my bedroom. It is definitely time, but I need to wash my sheets. I really want to vacuum my mattress. That's my main thing. And dust everything. We need to do a deep clean in here. It's probably gonna take all day. This is a part of my spring cleaning. Ta-da, spring cleaning. So, yeah. Let's get to it. Instead of coffee, we're gonna go for water today. Cheers. I was really motivated to do this yesterday because I knew I had to do it today. I was like, yes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna get dressed, I'm gonna clean my room, and now it's here, and I'd rather go somewhere. Also, I'm going to be making over this room. Why? Because I want to, and I love what I did with it when we moved in. I think it was perfect for that time. I was craving serenity, peace, all the things, light and airy, because I felt like this house felt so dark, and it just had like a typical 90s house. It had a lot of dark orangey looking tones, and I had come from a house that had really light, bright-esque decor, and I was craving that, right? So I created that, and I liked it, and I still think it's great, but I think I'm over the blue on the walls. Not the blue in my house, because I'll never be over blue in my house. I like earthy tones, so blue, green. I like browns, I like blacks, I like navies, I know that's blue. I want something now that's a little more cozy. And I'm feeling like I'm over the blue. Bottom line. So, you know what's really awesome? When your sunless tanner leaks through because you don't have your mattress pad on. I could not find a baking soda. We are just going to vacuum it first. That should help. But this is the motorized head. You can see it right here. Very cool. It is actually a beautiful vacuum, but it's also incredibly powerful. So I'm gonna turn it on. And then I'll go. Some of you have noticed that I've been using a new vacuum. This is the Dreamy Z20 with the Station. I am really enjoying it, and I wanted to finally be able to share it with you here. I'll give you all of the details. I know you're going to love it just as much as I am. But this is the motorized head. You can see it right here. very cool. It is actually a beautiful vacuum, but it's also incredibly powerful. So I'm gonna turn it on. And then I'll go. So the Z20 Station, which is the one that I have, is perfect for families who want to free up their hands as much as possible. It takes care of everything: automatic dust collection, all-in-one storage, auto charging. It has a strong suction power for deep cleaning thanks to the turbo motor. 250 AW suction power, powered by a speedy 140,000 RPM motor. If you're not familiar with the Dreamy brand, their Z series offers flexible options to meet difficult user needs. So the Z20 is a high-performance and practical vacuum cleaner that is designed for versatile surfaces. The Z30 is engineered for more demanding cleaning tasks and ideal for household with pets. The Z20 Station, which is what I'm using, delivers a truly hands-free, hygienic cleaning experience. One of the features I wanted to highlight is that it has this incredible light. So it's a Zealotech. It reveals dust on multiple surfaces. In a bright space or a dim space, it will reveal any of the dust on the floor, making sure that you have a more thorough clean. It's very low maintenance. It has washable components, high capacity storage, antibacterial protection, and automatic charging. The Z20 Station can trap the smallest of particles, the allergens such as pollen, dust mites, and pet dander, household dust, which are larger dust particles from daily cleaning, and pet hair. Okay, so now I'm done with this. I'll take the attachment off. I will stick it right here and it will clean itself out. This is also where it will charge. So it comes with these really cool attachments. I like this one for the car and for blinds. Next attachment, I like how you do this. You can go like that. This is also good for the blinds, tracks, anything like that. Also for your lampshades, this is good. And then when you want to, you switch it out and now you have a crevice tool. It all is on this base here. So I love this because everything's compact right here. You also get these extra extensions, which come out so smooth and so easy, which is such a great thing when you're trying to get up high or in like really awkward spaces. So that will go. You get an extra bag. It comes with the bag, and so everything gets put into here. So you don't have to breathe in any dust or debris when cleaning it out. It's all right here, and it is sealed in the bag. When it gets full, it lets you know. I use the small motorized brush for the mattress. You can do that for furniture. You could use that in your car. Here is for hard floors and carpets. Well, I like that it's got the soft bristle, so everything is going to get right in there. It's not gonna leave anything behind, and it is so powerful. I'm gonna also show you how well it cleans in the crevices with this tool. So with these attachments, you can really get into whatever you need to, whether it's under furniture, into drawers. You can use this for the car, blinds, the list goes on. There are so many uses for these attachments, and it really doesn't leave any place uncovered. And this filtration system actually gets ultrafine particles as small as 0.1 microns, so that can ensure you have a healthier and cleaner home. Especially if you have any sort of allergies, you don't want those dust and dander and all kinds of things back in the air. It keeps everything super sealed right here, and it is really easy to change out the old dust bag. Again, you are not coming into contact with any of the debris, so it makes cleaning up so much better for you and your health, and it leaves you with a healthier, cleaner home. Check out my Dreamy Z20 with the station. You're going to love it, and I'll have all the information in my description box. Now it's time to continue on with the room. We do have exercise equipment in here. I'm not typically someone who wants to have a whole bunch of stuff in the room, but if it helps us get some workouts in, then that's what I figured we needed to do. Chris found this Total Gym on Facebook Marketplace, and then for my birthday, he got me this walking pad, which I will say, it doesn't incline, but it has been amazing, especially when I'm not feeling my greatest. I can get on there, walk for 30 minutes while watching a show, and I feel remarkably better. So if you struggle with not having a lot of energy or maybe feeling anxious or overwhelmed, there is something about that 30-minute walk, and I don't always want to walk around the neighborhood, truthfully. So getting on the walking pad has been a game changer, and I mean it, a game changer. I think he said it was $120. If I remember, it was from Amazon. I will try to link it. I'm not the greatest with links. Y'all know that. If you want the information, let me know. But I think that it has been pivotal, absolutely pivotal for me to be able to push through and have better days, especially on the days that I'm struggling. One of my favorite things about this vacuum is the light. I've had vacuums with lights on them before. There is something about this particular color that illuminates the hair and dust and debris on the floor. It was remarkable, truthfully, because I went and used my other one and compared. Their light was amazing. Really, really amazing. I thought it was really cool. And the way it illuminated the dust, I guess it's the color like I had mentioned, it's awesome. You definitely make sure you get more of the floor when you know where there's a lot of dust and hair. This is a great opportunity if you have a moment to be able to open the windows and the doors and just let some nice fresh air come in. And it's probably, hopefully, not as gray and dreary where you're at. Open up all those windows and the doors, the blinds, everything, and just start cleaning. You would be so surprised just in the few months that it is so dark and cold and dreary, how much dust and dirt collect, especially under the bed and behind our dressers and nightstands. There were so many fur balls back there, so many little old cobwebs, spider webs. I'm telling you, it is so important to just go back there real quick, even if you have a broom, and just wipe through it. Pull everything out if you can, and just have a really nice, fresh, clean start as the season of spring is here. It really helps kind of like, I don't know, it boosts your morale, boosts your mood. Now, I have these gloves here. I purchased them from TJ Maxx. I like them. I've seen little mitts at Dollar Tree. I like this because it's an actual glove. It goes over all 5 fingers, and it is awesome for dusting. It is my favorite thing to dust. I do not like to dust, especially blinds, but this makes it much more enjoyable. And when I show you how much I got off, you're going to be so surprised. A little sneaky spot that I always forget about is behind the TV. Check behind your devices, your game consoles, your TVs. It collects so much dust. So when I was cleaning back here, I was literally so shocked. There was like this coating of dust. It was like gray, completely gray back here. But having these gloves make it so great. Now, if you don't have the gloves, that's fine. A little wet rag, or I know that some people, I even have one, the Scrub Daddy duster. I don't find it as great. Personally, I like this better. And then I'll always take just a wet rag, sometimes with a little soap on it, sometimes not, and just wipe everything down. A lot of times in the crevices, we will get like coffee spills or things on these nightstands. So this is a good opportunity to clean these as well. I love the windows that we got. So we replaced a couple of windows. We can only do a couple at a time. The price of windows, if you guys have ever gotten a quote, like recently in the last like 2, 3 years, I think your mind would be blown. They quoted us 90 grand to do our entire house. Our house is 2,500 square feet. Okay, like it's not even crazy. I I couldn't even. Now, that did include 2 sliders, and sliders are incredibly pricey. But we chose to do our bedroom because it got so hot. The sun sets on this side where our room is, and then we did the main big window in our entryway because it lets in so much heat. And it does help. It is an investment I think is well worth it. If there's any investment that's worth it, it's a hot water heater, an AC, and windows. And then, you know, like putting new seals around your windows and doors. That will help save so much money. But I love these windows because when I want to clean the outside, I can actually open it and pull it down, which is really cool. I didn't in this video, but I was just thinking about it when I was looking at it. I know a lot of the newer homes have that really cool little feature with windows, but I will also say if you can't get new windows, definitely put some sort of what is it called, tint on it. We did a mirror tint on all of the windows that are facing where the sun sets, and so that has helped as well because obviously we couldn't do all the windows at once, but a little bit of tint, I'm telling you, and you got to do mirror tint, by the way. That's the best one. It really does help save energy as well. I'm going to pull out some of the items that we had stored under our bed just because we had nowhere else to put it. This TV, it works great. It is a little too big for the living room, but I didn't want to get rid of it. So we've placed it here. I think that now that it's been here for 2 years, I think we are going to just sell it. Of course, the kids want it, and I think that's just, there's no way a child needs a TV this big in their room. If you do that for your kids, that's your business. There's no shade. But for our family, that's just not going to work. So I'm just going to have to sell it. And he also has his big, giant 80-inch TV from the media room at our old house stored in the shed. So we really need to be getting rid of some of these TVs, especially because they change the technology so often. But like I had mentioned, things under the bed collect a lot of dust, and so I wanted to clear everything out. And I will tell you, truthfully, it has helped a lot. A lot. Obviously, a deep clean, getting all the dust, vacuuming, that helps. But when it kind of like a couple days go by, when we start to sneeze, usually having stuff that's not under the bed, having it cleaned out, completely vacuumed, helps a ton. So now I'm going to use my mop vac. I still love it. I still love this thing. I like to show everybody when they come over. This is a game changer. It is, you can just, I will have this with me for the rest of my life. I love this so, so much. So much. I shared it on my last video, and I can give you the information in my description box. Usually when you work with brands that may have a similar product themselves, you're not allowed to mention them. So that's why I'm not mentioning the name, but you can ask me and I will definitely tell you. Going up high and then going to do the fan here. This is really, really important to also tackle because it's constantly going, and you wouldn't think it would collect dust, but it does. You'll see that I continue to look at the TV. I am actually watching a show. I was going back and forth from Murder Mystery Mondays with Bailey Sarian, love her, and watching 48 Hours. Love that. There's something about those shows. I love those shows so much. But if you're struggling to get stuff done, I talk about this all the time, and I think I have to talk about it all the time just so you don't forget. Put on a favorite song, a good book, an Audible. You can do Blinkist. Those are really good too. That's where they just take basically the cliff notes of all books, so you don't have to read the whole thing, get the gist of it. Really cool too. Then you can also put on my YouTube videos, which I would love to clean with y'all. Or you can put on a show. I mean, there's a plethora of things you can do, and it really does help the time go by, especially if you're struggling with motivation. Like sometimes I'm just struggling with my motivation. Doesn't matter how much coffee I drink, how many prayers, how many it doesn't matter. Some days the motivation is lacking. So then you kind of have to fabricate it. And the way you fabricate it is put on something you like, because then it kind of lights up those reward centers in your brain. I know we're getting technical here. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And if you start putting something that you love with something that you don't love, your brain will associate the thing that you don't love with the thing that you love. And then suddenly you'll love the thing that you don't love. Now say that 5 times. Think about that again. I always start off my cleaning in the bathroom with just basically clearing off the counter. If there is nothing else that you do in your bathroom, just clear off that counter. It will make the room feel bigger, especially if it feels like a smaller room, like some bathrooms are. It definitely helps, and it really just makes you feel better. When you have a lot of stuff on your countertops, it's cluttered. It feels very cluttered, and it can be beautiful clutter. Don't get me wrong. It could be organized clutter, but clutter is clutter. Okay, so just want to put that out there. You can have beautiful organized clutter, but if it's still there, it's still more likely to collect more stuff. Example, that little tray up there. My mom got me that for Christmas. I think it's beautiful. So, it's great to kind of corral things together. That does help visually, but I'll be darned if more stuff gets on there every single day, whether it's eye cream or deodorant or more toothpaste. I don't care. I will just have hand soap and the little container for toothbrushes on there. But by goodness, by the end of the day, there is always more stuff on there. So it's beautiful. It's corralling everything together, but it's still going to collect more stuff. You can also see that we have not done anything in this bathroom since putting up that mirror, but I will say I really love this mirror. I didn't think I would care that much, to be honest, because I don't use makeup mirrors and I've never even thought about defogging my bathroom. But now that we have it, I use it daily. I love it. But, obviously we need to fix behind it and patch everything up, but that's just another day, another video. So I sprayed everything down with Kaboom. I was influenced. I saw someone else spraying Kaboom and it looked so satisfying. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to do that too. Yeah, even though I'm on my journey to have less toxic products, that makes sense. Add to cart. And then it came here and I used it, and I will tell you this. There's nothing that great about it, in my opinion. Soap and water does the same thing. I know that these manufacturers are so smart. They're so smart. Just the simple act of it turning blue to white makes you think you're doing something. I don't really think that you are. I'm being honest. Like, I used it in several bathrooms and I was like, it stinks. And that's all I got to say about it. It's just So there's my little 2 cents about that. I did pick up this, the pink stuff little brush here. I do like that. I got it from TJ Maxx for $16, and it came with a bunch of attachments, and I like it. It got into all the nooks and crannies. Don't forget to clean out your stoppers. They get nasty, super nasty. Don't forget to clean out under your sink if you have an undermount sink. They get nasty. So those are just those little sneaky places that hold a lot of dirt and bacteria and odors, that this is the time to really pay attention to those. These little brushes here really work great for this spot. Now, you don't have to have something that has batteries. It's nice. It definitely is satisfying, but you can go to the Dollar Tree and they have some really good cleaning brushes. I have used those many a times. I will always usually mention TJ Maxx because we have one right by us and that's where I get the majority of my stuff. But they also have really cool little brushes that can get in the nooks and crannies of things. You don't have to have this one. You don't have to have the Rubbermaid one, I think it is. And Amazon has a ton. You can buy like a pack of 10, like deep cleaning, I think they're called car detailing brushes that work great for the bathroom and the kitchen. So just a little tip there on how you can save money. If I share something, I really like it, but don't feel like it is a deal breaker. You got to do what works for you. Some people swear by some products, and I think that's awesome. But I truthfully believe, and maybe I'm old school, that some soap and water and a good scrubber with some serious elbow grease is really what you need. Now, there are days where like you got to get the mold out and you got to use something, and that's when I will use mold armor. I like that the best personally, but don't feel like you have to run out and go purchase everything that somebody shares with you. Even if I share a sponsored product, I am insanely thankful for the sponsorships. They go straight for my family. Like I have to provide for my family. We have to be a two income family. And I'm thankful that I can do that, especially when, I mean, like you guys might not know because you might not be a creator, but like YouTube, um, money views go up and down. You can have a really great month and then you can have a lot of really not great months. And I can't go to my car loan people. I can't go to my mortgage. I can't go to my to my electricity company like, hey y'all, my views, they're not good. I can't pay my bills. No, it doesn't work like that. That's not life. But I am thankful for when I have a sponsor reach out to me. And if I genuinely like it, now I do say no to some. That's the God honest truth. I do. But I've mentioned before, I love to get products because I pass those on to my family. And so if someone wants to give me a robot vacuum, a regular vacuum, a carpet cleaner, those types of things, oh yeah, I'm going to do that because I literally just had a friend say last week, like, please, our vacuum hasn't worked in months. It keeps spitting stuff at us. We can't afford to buy a new one. If you get any new ones, will you please let me know? And I was like, girl, yes. Girl, yes. So, and I mentioned who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want to be blessed? So if I've got to do the work, and then they get the product, that's awesome. It's a blessing both ways. So I'm just thankful for those of you who are patient and stay. And if you don't like the sponsored portion, listen, you're not hurting my feelings. Go ahead and fast forward through it. Now, I usually will put a timestamp. Some of the brands are telling me not to do that, but I try to tell them they need me to do that, or people will just leave the video, but they don't care. Just fast forward. You're not hurting my feelings, not one bit. Fast forward. Because that thing that I'm showing now, this thing here, I love this thing. I've actually loved all of them thus far. But when a new one comes, I will usually give the last one away just because it just makes sense to do that. So I just appreciate you guys. I just wanted to say that. I just appreciate you guys. I appreciate the patience. I know some people hate it when people do sponsored content, but I'm thankful because y'all, I got a light bill. I got a car payment. Emma's got gymnastics. Like, y'all, I don't know about you, but I have to pay for where I live and it's expensive these days and we got to have two incomes straight up. So I just appreciate the opportunity. Genuinely, genuinely appreciate the opportunity. I don't notice many, well, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch a ton of people in my niche, but I don't notice a lot of people talking about how brands and YouTube works behind the scenes, but I'm not a gatekeeper, and Lord, y'all, I will just probably say way too much, but I just wanted to share that little tidbit. I just wanted to share it. So now I'm going to use my regular cloth with some hot water on it, and clean the floors. Now, this particular cloth, I have multiple. I just want to put that out there. If you see me using the same color, I have many. So I do buy the packs, and then they're usually larger, and I cut them in half just to kind of help with me. You know, I don't need a giant thing when I'm wiping down my counters. So I cut them in half, and then I get multiple. So if you see me using the same cloth, I like to throw that out there, because I don't want to hear, oh my gosh, you're so disgusting, you're using the same cloth. Well, no, it's just the same color. It is the same color. But if I am going to use the same cloth, I do try to be mindful. Like I will do all of like the up high areas with the cleanest part, the down low areas, and then I don't generally use cloths for a toilet or around the toilet. Not usually, maybe on the floor, but not the toilet bowl. I don't usually do that. I use a Clorox wipe, but you will see me use a cloth here because I'm literally taking it into the washing machine, and I did not have any Clorox wipes in here. And I knew if I showed my face outside of my bedroom, I would be interrupted, distracted, and my cleaning would be done for the day. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take one for the team. I'm about to put this in the washing machine anyways. I'm going to wipe it all down. I know what someone's going to say something to me, but some days you got to do what you got to do. So I take that purple cloth, it's all soaked and clean with soap, and I'm going to wipe everything down, and then it's going immediately into the wash. So you guys don't have to worry. But the bathroom feels so clean. Everything feels so clean. It was later in the day. I think it's about 5 o'clock at this point. I started about 10. When I was cleaning the blinds, I sped that up 8 times, so you can only imagine. I wish I would have gotten it before of this, because this was horrible. It was bad. It was bad. But I didn't, and that's okay, and I don't beat myself up over it. So don't forget to like this video, y'all. It helps. I love the engagement. YouTube wants to see the engagement. You engage with my video, and it's like, hey, people actually like it. Like this video is simple. Subscribe if you haven't yet already. Make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube is kicking my subscribers off. I don't know why. It's also not sharing my videos with some people. That's just the way it works. It's the little quirky things. So make sure you're still subscribed, like this video, and I would love for you to share this to someone that could use a little motivation. You can share this with someone you just want to show something to. I don't care. I just love the engagement, and I appreciate you. So if no one told you today, you are loved. And you can make this world a better place. Go out there and do that. You're worth it. Love y'all. Bye.